Well, hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back to the cabin. Beautiful February day. The sun is out. The winds are calm. It's about 20 degrees. So it's a beautiful day. That's about -6 in Celsius. All right, you may remember in the last video we had a nor'easter and it made quite a mess. And it wasn't so much the amount of snow that it dumped. It's what happened towards the end of the storm. There was a lot of freezing rain and rain on top of that. And of course, then the temperatures got cold again and everything froze. And that's what makes a real mess. And like I said in the last video, man, I hate when it's, I would just rather have it be a nice constant, -20 than, up and down and up above freezing and then everything melts and it's a real mess. But anyway, so what happened was I normally use the blade on the tractor to clear the road because it's fast, especially if there's not a lot of snow. Although I have been really wanting to try out the new snowblower. I just have not used it yet. It's there, it still sits buried in snow, but today I am going to put that thing to work because you can see the road coming into the cabin, and it's quite narrow because when I use the rear blade of the tractor to plow the snow, it goes into the snow banks, it makes snow banks, and so what happened at the end of that nor'easter, those snow banks kind of got wet and melted down, and then they froze solid. So those are like frozen solid banks of ice. So there's no more plowing with the rear blade. I can't do that anymore because there's nowhere left to push the snow. So this happens every year. I got to do this about once a year, a little winter road maintenance. So basically what I have to do, I have got to use the cutting edge on the bucket and the rear blade, and I'm going to break these snow banks down, and I'm going to pull them into the center of the road, and then I'm going to hook on the snowblower, and I'm just going to drive down the road, 1 mile down, 1 back, and blow all that frozen snow and ice off into the woods. That'll widen the road up, and it'll make it nice and smooth. Here it's not too bad, but down further it's quite rutted up and it's kind of rough, and it's narrow. Like I can barely get my truck in the road. So yeah, I got to widen it up a bit. Oh, and then don't worry, then we're going to come back tonight and we're going to fire up the grill and maybe throw something on, maybe have a nice cold one just to relax. Okay, so this cutting edge on the bucket, this will rip through any ice in those snowbanks. And then on the rear, I've got the blade angled this way, and I have it offset, so it will it'll grab any of that ice and snow, and it'll pull it all out here into a nice neat pile as I go out, and as I come back, same thing, push it all out into one nice neat pile. Then we can hook on the snowblower and blow it away. Whew. Okay, got the snowblower on. And as usual, nothing is ever easy. Of course, the whole thing was frozen solid in there like a block of ice. But a few tools, a hammer, and my icebreaker and shovel, I have it out. And yeah, let's put this thing to work. Well, there, that is done. I got plenty of room now. Got about an extra foot on each side of the road, so I can get in here a lot easier now. I learned my lesson. 1 year I didn't do that, and of course the snowbanks were frozen, and I put a big old dent in the side of my truck. I was not happy. So I learned my lesson. I said, yeah, okay, take the time, widen the road, do the work. That is the Agri-Ease snowblower. And man, I gotta tell you, this thing works great. Smooth. I think these things are made, I believe, if I remember right, in Ontario, Canada. So yeah, nice working blower. It definitely beats my my 50-year-old snowblower. Oh man, this thing is, but it still works good. I mean, it's decent. This one here is made, there's no name on it anymore. The name is long gone, but I remember the name. I'm pretty sure it was made in Norway. And you know, for 50 years old, hey, it still works. So all right, time to go in and get warmed up. My job is done. All right, tonight we are going to have a nice piece of buffalo. And I have got my Cabela's wild game seasoning. All right, cheers, my friends. Oh yeah. Well, that buffalo steak won't take long to cook. I usually just throw it on, sear it for a few minutes, flip it, sear it on the other side for a few minutes. That's good for me. You know, I've been watching some other YouTube channels, and I see it's really cold in some places. It looks like a cold Arctic air mass came down from Canada, and yeah, some places pretty cold. Now, one channel I watch, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watch it already anyways, Kyle's Cabin. He's a young pup, and he has a nice cabin that he built. And anyways, he's got a fantastic channel. So if you haven't checked out his channel yet, go ahead and check him out, Kyle's Cabin. Tell him old NB88 sent you over. Anyway, yeah, I saw on some of his recent videos, temperatures going down to negative 40. Man, oh man, that is cold. By the way, minus 40. Fahrenheit, Celsius, same thing. When it gets that cold, it's the same. It's cold. Now, it hasn't been that cold here for a long time. You know, we've had some cold nights, and sometimes it gets down to, you know, negative 40 with the wind chill, but never a raw, you know, negative 40. That is bitter cold, and it's been a while since we've had that. Let's check on this. It is absolutely quiet here. Absolutely dead quiet. All right, I'm going to say that bad boy is done. Wow, that's good. Well, I guess I'm not alone. Something's over there in the woods. All right, guys, another beautiful day here at the cabin. I'm going to go in, fire up a movie, enjoy my steak, my cold beer. Tonight's movie, I don't know, I think I'll watch The African Queen. That's another classic. That'll be a good one for tonight. If you're new around here, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified of new videos. Smash the old thumbs up if you don't mind. It's free, and I appreciate the support. You guys take care, stay safe, and we will see you soon back here at the cabin.